So this is going to be part 2 of the Kitt series. It's going to follow on from the breakdown we had when we were actually out filming, so that was just a big bit of bad luck there, but these things do happen. So a good few weeks have elapsed since the breakdown. For this video I'm going to just show you some of the parts that I replaced to get Kitt running again. I've also got a repair on the wiring harness later on in the video. And then right at the end, we'll take him out for a drive. So I guess I'm giving the game away a little bit that I did manage to fix him and get him back on the road. So yeah, we'll do a little drive and see what you guys think. So if you find these videos interesting, or maybe just specifically the Kitt ones, please remember to like them and subscribe to the channel. Yep, so I think something like only 40 or 50% of people that actually watch my videos end up subscribing to the channel. So I guess I'm looking to you guys for comments and feedback on content you'd like to see, or things maybe done a different way. I'm open to suggestions. So just let me know. Thanks then. Okay, so let's get this parcel open. This is the bits that we're going to need to hopefully get Kitt running again. As you can see, Rock Auto, that's I guess the go-to place for American car parts, and to be fair, they get parts over really fast. Coil here, this is what I thought was the problem. Distributor cap here, I thought it would be worth just changing that before we're going through the vehicle electrics, which makes sense. This looks like our ignition coil, and this is what we thought the root cause of the breakdown was. It's just our ignition amp module. Again, but let's replace that when we're in there. Rotor arm, the one it's on, it's a couple of years old at the moment. Change that. And this, I don't remember what this was. Oh yeah, this was the wiper motor. Wiper motor? No. So this was the motor for the passenger side door. That gave up last summer after I changed the mechanism, so yeah, we'll do a video on that at some point. And that's all, so we'll go and fit it now, see how we go on. Right then, let's get started, get this coil out. It's looking like a couple of 7mm bolts that are holding it on, just a small bracket. So all I'm really hoping to achieve just now is just get that coil in, see if it'll start, and then I can swap all the other stuff over later. There we go, that's that one out. Right, let's get this new one in. I'll not even bother bolting the frame in at the moment. We'll just see if it's going to fire up. Okay, battery, and then we're good to go. I pinched the battery to get the SD1 started. one of the interior lights had been left on with that, so there was a flat battery in there this morning, which wasn't ideal. Again, we'll just set that battery in. Fingers crossed. Oh well, possibly wasn't the coil then. I'll swap that ignition amplifier over next and go for there, I think. Okay, let's get this ignition amp out and see if we have better luck with that. There we go. It's all going out. So you just put on thermal grease here, just to transfer some of the heat that's built up. So clean all that off, put some new on. Fingers crossed this time. Ignition amp then. Right, so cutting back in on some progress on Kitt. That's the ignition amp fitted there at the back of the Dizzy, you can just about see it. New rotor arm and new Dizzy cap about to go on. So a bit of the delay has been, I've just started to sort some of the wiring out around the engine bay, tidy it up, remove some of the unused pieces from when the engine was converted. So that's took me some time doing that, but we'll get that Dizzy fitted and hopefully get it fired up. Right, so the next piece on Kitt is this wiring loom I'm going to repair. So this goes from the ignition amp up to the coil, and if I zoom in close, I don't know if we'll get the detail. Yeah, that wire seems to be the red one seems to be really corroded and it's ready to come off. So after the breakdown, I thought, right, let's get that one sorted. So I ordered a couple of replacement ones off eBay, a couple of the connectors there just with the tails on them. So the plan's just going to be cut that, solder them in, do that one. The other connector doesn't actually look too bad, but I'll keep it as a spare anyway. Right, so let's get this cut. But yeah, looking at it there's only some like 2 strands holding it on, and there you go. So that's only one came out there when you pull it. Right, so let's get that cut. Squashed there as well, so actually what I'll just do is cut these 2 about there. Glad it's only a couple of wires to do rather than a whole loom. You can get a bit of a boring job after a while. Get the soldering iron on and warming up. Right, I was just getting that soldering iron, plugging it in, getting it heated up. Usually takes a few minutes to get decent level of heat in it. So all I do with these, when I'm soldering this kind of stuff, is similar technique I use each time. So I'll just have the wires like that, so bare the ends of them, and then I push them together so there's as much contact as possible. And then what I'll do is take a single strand of wire there, and then I'll tie it around outside just to secure it, and then I'll put the solder on. So it might seem a bit of a obscure way of doing it, but it seems to work pretty well and certainly secures, I think, the join. I'm trying to get a decent sized bit of that to use. Yeah, so maybe those two pieces will work out there. And I nearly forgot to put the heat shrink on, which wouldn't have been good. Leave that there to remind me for when I do the other side. So yeah, I just twist them round when they're like that, which hasn't worked particularly well that time. Do that again. And then yeah, literally just tie that round, tight as I can get it. A little bit fiddly. See if this is heated up enough. And the cable is not quite long enough. That's annoying. other side done. Trying to get it balanced. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. I'll trim that straggler off. There. Shrink on there. Right, and that's the finished article there. Nice, neat and tidy and reliable, well, hopefully. So we'll give that a try in the car later and see how we get on. Right, so first test drive in Kitt after we've done the repairs and put the new parts on. So far so good, touch wood. I think it's driving a lot smoother than it was, but again, that ignition amp could have been on its way out for a while. So, but yeah, it's quite nice being back in it again, getting plenty of attention on the road. Been a bit nervous and stressed driving it as always, but I think that's part of the fun with this car. So we need to think what the next job's going to be on Kitt. Still to do an oil and filter change and probably changing plugs on it, along with other bits I've done earlier, the dizzy cap, arm, things like that. So I might as well just finish it off, do the plugs and the oil, and that'll be it for another year. We've got that passenger side window motor to change. I got that from Rock Auto when I ordered the rest of the bits and pieces, so that's probably going to be a bit of a chew on doing that, but yeah, that's on the list. And what else? I can't think what else needs doing. Probably a good detail anyway. It's not had a detail in about a year, so we'll add that into the list. And then just get to more shows. Oh, and that TV doesn't work, so we need to sort the TV.
I hope you like that video. Peace out and subscribe.
That's it. Good.